Uh-oh. I had that on. Not good. I do want to listen to music. I don't know what to do my beats. Yeah. Okay. My keys to beats, but maybe what's probably over there. Okay, so I drafted these pants. And I decided I wanted to put a pocket on them. So I've been drafted the pocket. So this is actually my first time adding a pocket. So I'm not sure if this camera is on. Based on this is not. Okay, it is on. Hubby's still asleep, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to mute myself, otherwise you'll hear him snoring. I'm shocked that he's still asleep. What time is it? Yeah, it's late, but it is Thanksgiving, so let him sleep in. So I drafted this pattern, right? This is the pants, and this looks to be the front pant and pattern, and this is the back pattern piece. Let me see. Okay, so do because okay, so it's the back, and if you notice, the back is wider than the front, because that's how pants are designed. This is where after I drafted the pants, which I'm not sure if I did that here on YouTube or Facebook, but after I drafted the pants, I then decided to add a pocket. And so this new cutout area right here is where I drafted the pocket. Okay. So here are my pocket pieces drafted. This piece and this piece. So it's really just two pieces that make a pocket. Okay. And so it goes just like that. And so that's what I'm about to sew now, is the pocket pieces. Okay. So here, and because I want this fabric here, this is the fabric I'm using for the shoulder of the shirt, which the shirt is done. And so here's the actual finished shirt. See, I put that there. That's the placket, and this is on the back. I just have to. The shirt is done. The only thing I have to do is really put a hook and eye right here at the top. That will keep the placket closed. Whether it be a hook and eye or maybe even a button. If I put a button, it's gonna be hidden. But I think I'm gonna put a hook and eye. Okay. I could even put Velcro. I could put a little slight piece of Velcro, and which would just keep this portion closed. But okay, so this is the shirt. I think y'all watched me put in the sleeves, and it took me forever. And that's because see how small this is a little boy shirt. See how small that sleeve is. So the way I did the sleeve, I did it as a drop in, and which means I sewed the sides up first, and then I went to put the sleeve in. What I should have done is I should have put the sleeve in before I sewed the side up. And the only reason that's because it's so small. But if it was a grown up sleeve, I would have had no problem putting this on as a drop in, because the opening would have been wider. I would have been able to get around the sewing machine. But yeah, I had, and then also the reason it was so hard for me, I was trying to get it perfect, you know. Yeah. And so I kept changing it, unpicking it, changing it, when essentially um, I realized that there's no perfect sleeve. Okay. But I did end up getting it as really nicely. It was in the first time nicely, and then I went to adjust it, and then I started messing it all up. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's the shirt. So what I decided, because I had the placket, this fabric, I want this to be a part of at the pocket area. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So far, if I'm correct, these are my front panels to the pants. Okay. And so what I have to do is in this here because I want to. So so if I'm correct, and make sure, yeah, this is the front side of the fabric. So I'm sewing the pocket on the front side of the panel. This, and I can either pin it in place just so it won't move on me. This one as well. I hate pins so much. Like that's the worst thing about sewing for me is dealing with pins. And when I don't have to, I try my best not to. But in certain instances, I have no choice but to use pins. So far, I haven't stuck myself yet today or this week. But I've been really being very, very careful, very, very slow. It's just a little prick, but it's like the worst. You have clips, and I guess in certain areas, clips may work. It is on the end, so I'm gonna put a clip or two and see if that'll work. Help me. But I hate pins. I do have to make sure I'm putting it on the right side of the fabric though. So this is the right side of the fabric. You're probably wondering why am I sewing the pocket on the right side of the fabric? Well, you'll see why in a minute. Okay. And I know y'all probably can't see. Hopefully you can see now. I don't want to turn the light on because I'll be asleep, but so it's blue on blue, that's why you probably can't see. But here is the pocket. This is the front side pins. I have to make sure this is nobody that this would be that side. This would be this this would be, and this is the front. And I do want to make sure I do it a little. No, that's right. Some fabrics that you buy, the front, you can't tell the front from the back because they look the same on both sides. Okay. This looks different. I think, well, no really matter. That's the inside of the pocket. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sew that in place. And just do that. I should cut this off, like this top here. I'm going to eventually cut that off. I should cut it off now. It would make it much easier for me. Originally, this was going to be the waistband. I added that in, and then it's going to fold over with that elastic in it. But I'm going to add a waistband. originally myself. So I'm gonna cut that off now because it might make it easier for me. Mm, just sure about that. Let me see. Let me get me a ruler or something where I can just kind of, cut that off. I don't want it to be. I'm gonna leave it off for now. I'll cut it off. When I'm done with this. Once I switch it, then I'll be able to. And we're just gonna simply make sure this is on 03. On a straight stitch down the middle. Now I'm going to remove this pin. We're just gonna do like a fourth of an inch. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Mhm. So around the curve, but hopefully. With the pockets of beginning in between of the stitch. And put that into the side. And it's this one. Straight line up. I drop my needle and then I go back a few stitches. And before you get me, it's like the boogeyman. Stay away from the boogeyman. Now, so when you sew on curves, you have to clip in the curves a few times. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pocket portion that I've sewn and I'm going to flip it to the right side, which is the inside. And then I'm going to iron it. Let me get the iron on, the switch on. Give me a second. I guess I'll iron over here. Um, Up on, but touching it. And then before. So when you sew curves, necklines, anything with a curve, you really have to cut into it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go close to the stitching, but not too close. And just because I want that when I turn it, I want it to be smooth. Now remember, you don't want to cut your stitching at all, because if you do, then you'll have a hole. Now I don't know if I cut my stitching when I turn it. So okay, so I got that one cut. Let's get the other one. Okay. When I do it, I just keep the tip. Make sure the tip doesn't go all the way to the stitching. You just Okay, let's do some stitching. Okay. Which I think what y'all missing to do is take. Remember, I stitched the pocket lining to the right side of the fabric. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it like this. And because I put the clips, it should fold out real smooth like for me. The reason it flips so smoothly because I put them clips there. And make sure. Let me take my iron, and then I'm going to do iron. Now, there's one thing that I'm not sure that I did that I should have done. Okay. I'm not sure if I pre-washed this fabric. When I bought this fabric, it was like probably last year. And usually what happens is when I buy fabric, as soon as I buy it, I used to wash it and then put it away. But then I stopped doing it. So I'm not, I stopped doing it for all the fabrics. And I'm gonna be honest, so I don't think I've pre-washed this fabric. So what does that mean when I make it? I'm going to make it a little large, just a tad bit larger. So in case it shrinks, it'll still fit. See, when you buy clothes out of the rack, they don't pre-wash fabrics. That's why when you wash your stuff, you notice it shrinks. Yeah. But I don't want that to happen, you know, for anybody I make something too. I like to pre-wash it. Okay, so see, I folded that. I could understitch it as well. Understitching, which will keep it from flipping on me. But what I am going to do, make for a design feature, I'm going to just stitch it. So I'm going to end up stitching it, top stitching it instead of understitching it. But I could understitch it and not put anything here. I don't think, what should I do? Should I understitch it instead? Yeah. So understitching it, it'll be stitched and you won't be able to see it on the outside. Okay. And so what I would do is I would take and stitch this down. Okay, I would stitch this part. And so wherever that goes, but I'm gonna just top stitch it. That's what I'm doing. Move that one out of the way and let's flip this one. So remember I stitched this on the right side and then I'm flipping it to the wrong side. Okay. Switch. Also, once I do this, I want to cut off the top. So I'm going to add a separate waistband. So I'm changing my pattern a little bit the way it was originally going to do it. And the reason I'm doing that because I'm considering changing the waistband color. But I'm just not sure yet if I'm gonna do that. But I'm still going to change up the way I'm gonna do the waistband. And see how it lays? That's because I cut into the curve. And so it's laying real nice and pretty. Yeah, let's show it here. Mhm, mhm. And then, in a minute when I stitch that, I'm gonna do a top stitch just to make sure that don't come undone. And when I do top stitches, I like to do a longer stitch. Like it's peeking out. Mhm. Where is right there? I want to cut that off so I can see when it ends. Oh, got the needle. Go back a little bit. All I'm doing is guiding the everything. I'm not pulling or pushing the fabric through. The sewing machine does that. I'm doing is just making sure that it travels well. To be honest, I see some skip stitching, and I'm not sure if it's my needle or if it's I see a skip stitch right there. I see it bold as day. Well, it's a good thing that even though it's functional, I just see why it might be my needle not quite wanting to do right with this fabric. That could be it. Not work with me. I'm not really concerned about it. Earlier, I thought maybe it was because I was sewing too fast. Well, it seems like it's doing even now. So, I'll skip stitches here. No, no, it will. Okay. So now I'm gonna iron that. Well, no, I'll iron after I do it. So now we're gonna make the pocket finished. Right. So let's see which one is which. Take this one. So I wanted this on the pants. It's a detail that's gonna show. I don't think it goes. I think this one goes behind us. And so I'm going to put this on and pin it on. And then I'm gonna close that, make that pocket complete. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna make sure this is a small pocket, for a little boy. And see how that looks. That this part gonna be this seam. And then one should do it. And so now I take this and I sew this. Use that stitch length back to 5. 2.5 is construction stitch length. Remember? I'm not sure if I need to. Let's see what we've done so far. Okay. Yes, probably see that that's a smaller pocket. From the place and then if we want to, we're gonna do the other side now. And I'll iron that. Now, let's check the one to kind of close that up. I think eventually that will get closed up. So I need to close the top up. So I'm just gonna break this thing. It's really nice. I'm too fast, but just pocket to the chocolate. Uh-oh, something happened. But the bobbin broke. Yeah, bobbin ended. Uh, see, I can finish that. Bobbin up, bobbin empty. That means stitches are not correct. I'm gonna do some wind the bobbin me. So what y'all gotta do? Unwind on this back up. On take this go through here. Here, go under. Now go take it this way. Go back that. Now take it and wind it around the bottom twice, maybe 3 times. I can go as many times as I want, but you definitely want to go at minimum twice. Then I lock that in place, which I don't think y'all can see, but and then I press the pedal and let it ride. I'm gonna end it like that. I'm gonna start looking at my spoonish potato. Stop. I go watch it. And then I'm gonna just thread the rest of it. Here, go here, and then go over here and cut. And then I cut the bottom right. Then bobbin in. That's how quick that is. And now the bobbin is done. Okay. Now I started and it ended on me. Let's see what did it end when I was taking this. So what I'm gonna do is where it ended, I'm gonna go back a couple of maybe an inch or two. I'm gonna drop the needle, go back a couple of oh, I never thread the machine, y'all. I did not thread the needle, I'm sorry. Put this here, this is gonna be up, and then I can and I started thread my needle. Okay, pretty simple. Now let's see, I can't see that. So it ended around here. I'm gonna cut that thread right there. Oh, but I'm gonna go back further anywhere. And I'm gonna go forward and I'm gonna go backwards. And then I'm gonna go forward. And then I pick what I'm gonna do is iron this. You can set those stitches. Huh? Sit on. I have not been asleep yet, and I'm wide awake for now anyway. I am going to cut this portion off because it's going to start getting a little confusing to me. So, but I can see when I put this here, I can see where I need to cut it. It should have been like 2 inches, but it doesn't look like 2 inches at all. You see, it really not, but it may be. You know, it's just not looking like 2 inches to me. Yeah, it's really from 2 inches. It's like an inch and a half. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give us people inch off. Let's do that. Okay, mark it. It's gonna be a lot easier for me. Um, I may have made a boo boo. I may have only did 1 inch, but I could have sworn it should have been two. Should have been 2 inches. Not too happy with knowing that. So with those two lines, I kind of line it up like that to just try to kind of just do it like that. And just cut that off. Oh, this is the front. So yeah, what happened was I did have it at 2 inches, and then I did a curve down. I remember. Okay. Yeah, I do remember now. But that's what you do in the front of the pants. The pants sit lower on the front than it does in the back. And then I need to put it in our skin right here to keep that in place. That's just the top of the pocket. And see, so you see the pocket hole right there. Mm-hmm. Now, let's do that now. Set all them stitches in place. So the pocket bag, this is what this is called, the pocket bag, is also on it. It's the inside pocket. Mhm. I'm just getting the stitches in with the heat. And I mean, as you go, make the stuff look more professional. I like it to have my stuff looking professional. But I'm gonna, and I'm gonna do the same. This one, I'm gonna mark it and cut move it away from that. What's next? What we're gonna do is make them into pants. Okay. But before that, I need to measure down 1 inch. Okay. Harness. was thinking about making a permanent crease in these pants. That's one or two ways I could do it. I could sew a crease in these pants, be a tiny little crease going straight down. Pants like or back in the day we used to make creases was a thing in jeans and pants back in the day. And people used to put a little bleach on their finger and just take it and go straight down, which would discolor that little spot and make it just look like a crease, a sharp crease. I don't think I'm gonna do that twist piece though. But I think for the first year, these would probably be a little baggy on him, but he'll grow into them. I'm making him a size 5T. Okay. Although he does wear 5T, they kind of big on him. The 4T is like exactly on him. You know, the 5T is. So you see how I wanted that little touch of fabric coming at the top, and that's just the shirt. And so what I think when I did the inseam on this pants, when I cut it out, I did a 19, I think. But I have to hem them, right? So what I decided I'm gonna do, because I think the inseam at 19, without me hemming them, if I don't hem them, it's perfect for 5T. But if I hem them, they're gonna be shorter than 19 inches. And I'm going based on the sizing, not his size, because these will fit him with him. Nikki will be able to fit these. I did his measurements. But remember, he's just 4. So he wears a 4T. They hit him right where they should. This is gonna be a 5T. And I want them to be a true 5T. So I'm thinking about putting a cuff at the bottom, which will give me the length that I need, that'll make them longer, because I would add like another inch down here. And I wouldn't even have to hem this because I would add that. So I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure yet. By the time I get there, I will know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I may to think about it. But anyway, so now this is the front and this is a front. But you don't sew a front to a front, right? You sew a front to a back. So right here, and here are my backs. See, I do think I washed this fabric because this fabric is quite wrinkled, which kind of tells me I washed it. But anyway, usually when I buy fabric, it comes real nice and sharp looking. You see how wrinkled this look? Tells me I washed it, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not for sure. I'm not positive. See the wrinkles? Fabric don't usually come wrinkled like this. I'm not sure if y'all can see the wrinkles or not, but yeah, it's wrinkled. Okay. So I may have washed the fabric like I normally do. I don't be wanting to though. I don't be wanting to wash. I'll be like, damn, man. I buy fabric and I'm waiting for it to come. And as soon as it hits, I'll be ready to start sewing. But you gotta wash it, dry it, and then you gotta iron it. So you could deal with it. Mm. So let's see. So this is so now I have to determine which is the front side and which is the back side. And I should have determined that before I separated them. One of them does have a mark on them, like the chalk mark, maybe. Yeah, like I said, they both sides are exact, so you can't tell if there's a right or wrong side. So the best thing to do is just inseam. And because I haven't cut this is probably 2 inches, but what I'm gonna do is I should have cut it after, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the bottom, hemming them, and what I'm gonna do first is I want to do the front seam, the not the inseam, but the outside seam, right? I'm gonna say that first. So I'm gonna start at the bottom that way, work my way up. I don't want to use any pins, but if I have to, I will. Then yeah, I have lots of clips. I'm getting stingy on the clips. Most of them might be downstairs. I should have a whole lot of stuff. So what's important? This line here, need to line out. That's where one of my measuring areas where I measured. Where I guess I'll cut this after. Next thing I'm gonna do is let's see. You out the way. I should need you for a minute. Oh, no problem. You got no friends in here. You're not gonna be stuck. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna just sew that up, but I want to make sure. I didn't use a lot of pins, and nor did I use a lot of clips. Just, all right, the top up here. That is a little different. We can at least one more. You belong. Oh, Lord. You belong here. We have some clips in here as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have the clips in here. We're using them on something, right? I need it, maybe. Let's do this again. Which one will I do? I just want to make sure you're nice. Here, now do want to put up a pen. I do need to kind of get this. Right. Like to there. I want to put a pen. Keep it closed. Yeah. Let's start from the top. I would start from the bottom. Well, wait. See what you like on two that would be in. I'm gonna put this in place. If you have some little gadgets that help me keep things straight, I'm gonna use that just to show y'all. But one, two, that's too far. I want to see it. Right. Got that. Back the stitch. Go forward, two stitches, and then back two stitches because I was too far away. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just and this and keep it straight. Uh-oh, what the hell am I doing? Oh my goodness, y'all. I just noticed what I'm doing. Yeah, I just noticed. Wouldn't be if I wanted to do a which come scene, that wouldn't be no problem. I got this thing on the wrong side. Um, well, just noticed it like when I'm stitching. I'm like, wait a minute, the pocket shouldn't be on the outside right now. Now, if I wanted to do like a princess scene, or I would sew, continue sewing, then go in the inside, which is a good idea as a matter. That would finish the inside of these pants for me. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. But okay, I am gonna do that. But what I'm gonna do is, if I'm gonna do that, I have to make the seam allowance a little smaller first. Then I make it bigger when I go in the inside. That is a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think about that in the first pair that I did, that give me a very clean inside. That's this the type if you want the pants to be reversible or the garment to be reversible. What I'm about to do now is the perfect way of. I'm kind of mad. I didn't think about it originally. Look, I'm making a mistake, and then I'm like, wait a minute, it's a good idea. Yeah, I'll show y'all what I mean. Man. Now, I don't think it's called a prince. I think I said that it's a princess seam. It's not a princess seam. I think it's a, what is it called? Like a something felt seam. I can't think of the name of it right now. There's so many different seams in my head, but so I could have did this a quick away, but I didn't want to. This fabric, more delicate. I don't want to hold it. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually going to do what I was doing. I'm going to sew from the right side first, but my seam allowance have to be a little smaller because when I go in inside and sew the same seam, you'll see what it does. So we're gonna switch this to the little smaller seam allowance because then I'm gonna encase that seam allowance. And so, oh, did that pop out? It almost popped out. And if I'm having some nesting in our first, let me hold it. Go back. This one, you don't have to really go back too much. Go forward. So we running down the front of the dress. Actually work to me, but it's okay. Mm, mm, I'm not really concerned with the seam allowance that I'm doing now. To be honest, when I go on the inside is when I know. Okay, so I did a small seam allowance. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in the inside and keep that pin in here like this. Keep that together. Then I'm gonna go in it. Right, I'm gonna turn it in on the wrong side. And what that will do, and then I'm gonna sew. Right, but let me see, I may have to trim myself a little bit. Definitely iron it to set it. And then, so right now, it's on the right side, but the seam allowance, you can see it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna case it in sew, and then that raw edge will be encased in. Such a good idea. But I didn't think of it until I made a mistake. Um, but let's set these. It's real tricky with pins. This is the type of seam you see in jeans, to be honest. Like, do I need to trim it? I don't think I need to trim it. No, I don't think I need to. I'm just gonna set it. Yeah. If they lie one way, which way I want to, and I don't know. Yeah, to the back. Let's get it right to the back. I'm gonna do stitches there. This is what did I do? The outside seam, right? Yeah, that's good. Okay, now the other side seam, because when I close this up, I don't think it's gonna be that easy for me to do. But it's good for the outside seam. The inside seam, I'll do regularly. Outside seam, with some water. I have a little, tiny little water in here. And we do want this. And, okay, okay, 2.5 is good. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that seam, I'm gonna encase that seam. And I'm gonna find the edges of where I sewed, right? Because I still need that seam to be where that seam's supposed to be. So right down that seam. And I'm going to go in a little bit. If I had planned this, much. I'm going pretty much the same. I don't need pick and choose. Pick and choose this. It'll take me a little too long. I want this trimmed. I want to encase it, and I don't want to have to make my seam allowance bigger than I planned. Did make it smaller on this side, and then but I have to imagine that I've already taken a foot, and my seam allowance is a half. So I can only go a foot in, so I have to make sure this seam is less than a foot. So then, so we can encase it in a foot of an inch. Ouch! Again, I knew it. Okay. So you can't encase a fourth of an inch in a fourth of an inch and catch it all. So you gotta make the one side. I make the side smaller than a fourth of an inch. Get you close. As long as you don't cut that stitching. You could make your eighth of an inch. It'll be okay. It's gonna be in case it shouldn't unravel or anything like that. Let's see if I had planned for this or to make my seam allowance like a half it, like a little bigger than a half of an inch. I want him to be able to wear this, you know, for at least a year. If we go somewhere special, a wedding, holidays. This is kind of like a nice outfit, so he won't be wearing it every day, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things that you wear on special occasions. Okay, so I trimmed that low. Cut it off. I'm gonna end up cutting that top off anyway. I haven't done it yet. So I trimmed that down less than a fourth of an inch. Some inches, this is an eighth of an inch. It's a little more than an eighth of an inch in this area, but not that. I don't want to get touched. Okay, so when I now pamphlet more so fold from the bottom again. I'm gonna just do a fourth of it where I already skipped. And what that means is that these pants would be reversible if I had did a different type of pocket. If I did a different type of pocket, I could have made some reversible pants. It's exactly how you make things reversible. I usually can make like the shirt is reversible. The pants don't need to be reversible, though, of course. But this is a great way of dealing with the seams. It's called finishing the seam. This is a great way of finishing the seams. And base that seam and slide some stitching. And I'm gonna do it on this side. I'll show you why I can only do it on one side. Because these are little boy pants. Um, I'll show you why. So I iron in it. Um, I just need to put some water in on this steam. Okay. Just in case that we'll keep the same 1/4 of an inch. Looks like I'm gonna do it from a different side. Let's do it from the bottom. Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna keep it even. Yeah, shit, me too. Wait, let me see. The failure. What's it? I don't think it's a part of the you don't know. Let me do this and know what the figure of this. That's too small. All right. I should have told you. You go here. I'm not gonna test man. This is not good. You know, I mean, get a better crease on that, but you know, see. Yeah, well, my voice, do goodness, can I take that bag away? Yeah, I don't know. You don't know. Where my, I hope I'm in, wait, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really concerned about what I'm going to do right this minute. Let me back it up. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I just have to go further up. I was just concerned about this portion. Okay, that's great. Do you have in case you? Now I'm gonna go from the top. Mhm. There you go. So this is the inside of the pants. It's a clean, nice looking in the inside, and this is outside. Those are pants. I'm about to iron, and it looks nice as well. Now, the only thing I was concerned about was my seam allowance. I did, if I'm correct, I did an inch, which so a foot and a foot is a half an inch. So it should be good. Pour some water. Mm. Yeah, good. Okay, this is the side seam. That's the inside. No raw edges because they encased. Okay, so but the other side, see the reason why I can't do this side the same way is because once I sew this down, there's no way for me to really, well, I can sew it down and flip it out and then do the same thing. Let me think if I want to do that. Let me see where we at. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it this time on this side. I'm gonna make it much smaller. Okay. Oh, let me think about it. When it comes to the inside, yeah, I am gonna do it. So on the outside, I'm gonna clip this. It's smaller. From the right side first, then I go on the inside. Now, I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna make it smaller. Hold on, this one. These are my friends. And so I'm not going to cut because I purposely sewed it real close. Now I'm just go in the inside. Turn it into the right side. I'm gonna do the same thing. This time I'm gonna make it a little bigger. Shit on this, yo. But I'm lazy. I'm being lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually being lazy. Shit on this. Real nice. Now, catching it because I kind of took taking a chance of the way I'm doing it. Mathematically, I should barely be negative. Therefore, I'm just running first and the second. Should have paid because she really did it the right way because okay, that's the inside. You don't want people who let's see that was the inside, right? But it is the inside, so I was more less cautious. Right. Remember when I said where I wrapped up that I think see it yeah, good job. Yeah. Inside. It's clean. By the way, this is just one leg, so that's big enough for his leg. Real big. I'll iron that once I get the other. My dad know what I'm doing. Okay. Let's come down until or give it up. You want to be real low, like right there. Mm-hmm. You're on the other side. The budgets aren't. Don't do. Again, now this was for an adult older teen, but this is for a boy. I think this is like a princess scene, but I might be wrong. Belle scene, princess scene is one. Just sew it up. Get it over. So she left Make sure you stay. Sure looks good. Oh, let's see. Right here, I didn't catch it right there. And I'm real close everywhere, to be honest. I can see the strings. So, right here. My drawing start maybe about here. It was skimmy, just a little shimmy over. Let's not do the whole thing. Let's go with the whole thing. I want it shimmy. Shimmy. Fine. Good enough. Okay. No, no, not just smidge for real. Let's put it inside. That's you. Okay, so now let's do this. Not the right side. Smell. Smell. I'm talking on somebody. This is welcome. Friends. Yeah. Yes. Right. This mine. And then I'm gonna make these two lines together. And I'll be done. So this is one way. I'm gonna end up doing the waistband later. But I have to still cut that because that was a change that I made at the last minute. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this off though. I'm just gonna really just cut. I got some more for the iron. Okay. Well, let me put my. I'm gonna take it. Let's see. Now I'm trying to feel. I don't know if it's cold or hot. It feels like it's cold. Deep down in the bone. I think I'm not. Oh, it's just speak nicely. It is what I'm good. Let's get this started. Let's get it ready. Get my hand on it and really get these. Like that. And get good. Nice. And then, oh, get it in. Nice. It's about what we do. Put it on your back. This one of the legs. And it might even do it. But I do have some starch. Done. Bag. We haven't did. Stitch it up. And Okay. Lightweight, but still has some substance to it. Okay, so I need one of them to be inside out and the other one to be inside out. Where's the pen? Turn it this way. Just the wrong. Okay. Then I'm going to put this side is this one is right side out. This one is wrong side out. One, two. I'm gonna put you in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna match up these sides here. Okay. I'm gonna show the front with the front lights. Back. Not sure we can see this. And I'm going to it. And now I'm gonna just sew this around. I want it that. Oh, look like and when I do that, I'll be in the done. Except for the waistband, which matters. Like I said, I'm gonna do that much later. Maybe later today. Maybe. I have two. I'm gonna put this. I don't want this there. Oh no. Um, I'm going to fulfill my report. Okay. Let me start. Okay, so it depends. Um, I'm not sure. Do I want a zigzag fences in the crotch area? No, let's grab this out. Gonna take that pencil out. And uh-oh. Oh, damn. I did it again. I did the full, I did it on the outside. Wait, how did I do it on the outside? On the outside. How did I do it on the outside? Which one did I have in? Did I have the one on the inside? Okay, some kind of one I did. It's done right except on the wrong side. But that's because I was doing that seam. I could still do that seam. I could go in the inside. But then I stitched this too uh big if I want to do that. And I don't want to do that in this area. Or do I? Let me think about it. No, no. Okay. No, I don't. I'm going to be comfortable. Mm, Let me just stitch. Also, why? It's came out a little too fast. Yeah, so just putting the rooted to the tutor on the wrong side. Yeah, it's a great big house, but not. And to be honest, I ain't think that matters. Really. But apparently it does because it's so long. And the rooted the two. It really was simple. So I'm getting a little tired now. That's the only reason I'm not gonna do the waistband. I'll do it today. You can tell I'm tired, but I don't know. I don't even know how I did this. I'm thinking, what did I do wrong? How did I do it? I'm not really sure how I did this. This is not the first time I'm ever doing pet pants. and it ended up on the wrong side. This side and I could barely see. I should open the window, some natural lighting, that'd be good, but nobody's still asleep, which is shocking. Yeah, he's sleeping in. It was back. Okay, we had. I may have had both on the same side. Then I turned it. I turned one out, and when I turned it out, it was strong. I don't feel like showing this again on my bed. Put them inside. I was supposed to put the okay, so one is inside out and one is right side out. Right. One, two. I'm going to stop this moment. When I come back after Thanksgiving dinner, I will go back to finish this. But let me show you what it looks like. Because I did do one earlier. I'm making two sets. One is for someone else. This one is his. And so that's the pants. They're not really nice. I'm not sure what I just did. The difference is I have to put the waistband on. Will be trying to think which type. There's many types of waistbands I could do. Full elastic, just elastic in the back. I'm not gonna do elastic in the back because I would have put a zipper here. Now I can go in and easily put a zipper here, but nah, it's too late. There's some things I can take this out and do that, but no, it's going to be drawn in like that. Okay, you're gonna be able to see the pockets, of course. And I've already shown now shirt that. So this one is for him, and the one that I'm doing now is for Mickey. So this one is once I put the waistband on it. I have a couple of dresses. Christmas is coming up, so people wanted some Christmas gifts. I have a couple of little girls' dresses to do, and I was trying to get the boy stuff out the way. Anyway, I will be doing this later, maybe, because honest truth is, you never know with me. But the next time that do see me, I will be finishing this up. It's my pattern for the pants, my clothes, the back, and then I decide to add pockets. that waistband. That it seemed like though the same that waistband did not. I think just this is 2 inches. It says 2.5, but if I went all the way up, I think I remember cutting some off, especially on the front. That is right. I did do that. No, that's why I was shorter than I thought. But the front is supposed to be shorter. But then when I fold it over by making it shorter, it wouldn't be no longer 2 inches. And I need to be a little larger than 2 inches. So I'll make that adjustment. I'll write it down so I know next time. I'm gonna cut that waistband off so I know that you that this is the little boy up to his size 6. Um, see. Yeah, I think I should do um the waistband in this. It'll be just at the top. Um, I don't know. I may. Oh, anyway, I'm going. How do I? Tired.